Hello Taurus, welcome to my channel and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I would also like to welcome Spirit into this reading and say thank you for the messages we are about to receive. This is a weekly reading for Taurus from the 11th to the 17th of March 2019. Please don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign for a more complete picture. If you like the decks I'm using, I put them in the description box, so have a look. And if you'd like a personal reading, I put my details in the description box, so please go to my website to book a reading. And don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if these messages resonate with you. So I'm starting off with a general energy read for you, and then I will do the general tarot read for you afterwards. Okay, so the first card is the Merchants. So you might be overspending, so it might be a good time to actually watch your spending and rope that in a little bit. So just watch how you're spending. You've got the Tree over here, and this is trying to put down roots and trying to sort out. Maybe you've got a family situation that you're dealing with that's not going too well, and you're trying to deal with that kind of situation as well. And you've got the Nudity card over here. So this is actually addressing your creativity, your spirituality, trying to do something different. So that's where you're employing a lot of your energies into it. So just watch your spending, and you might be dealing with some kind of family issue that is requiring your attention, some kind of problem. So in the past, you've got the Bird. So this is about a lot of communication. This is also about spirituality, getting messages, maybe being very intuitive, getting some intuitive messages coming in. And you're dealing with a difficult situation. Now, this is, where you've cried a lot, you've had a heartbreak situation, and now you're in that phase where you're protecting yourself. All these people have got umbrellas against the rain, so you've gone into self-protection mode, and you're not allowing people to come too close to you because you're dealing with heartbreak or some kind of problem, and now you realize you don't want to really communicate too much of yourself to other people, so you're keeping very much to yourself and trying to get over that. So protecting yourself from any further hurt. Going to the future, you've got the Clouds card over here. So you're still feeling very, very ungrounded over here. Things have not settled down over here. You're trying to walk away from that feeling and moving to something more positive, get over. Because Taurus likes to feel grounded, and this is a situation that is not really good for Taurus, where everything is up in the air. So things have not settled down just yet, and you're still very tense about the whole situation. This is the Knot card over here. So this is being very stressed out, having everything still issues that you need to sort out. So not being grounded is stressing you out a little bit, you're trying to walk away from that kind of situation. It might be to do with that family issue that you have that's causing, this feeling of about everything being up in the air, and it's causing all that stress. So those are the energies for those 2 weeks. So this is the Navigators of the Mystic Sea Tarot. Now I have put it in the description box. It's a very beautiful deck. It's very colorful, and I really am enjoying using it for this read. So you've got the Strength card over here, and this is omnipotence. So omnipotence rather. Omnipotence. So this is like taking control of that situation. So any kind of deception or deceptive people, sorting them out. You can see the snake is on fire over here. So getting control of that situation, sorting out the people that have been giving you grief, and standing your ground, being a force to be reckoned with. So you are taking control of that situation, and you're coming across as being somebody that's very fierce, and you're getting your power back. You might be communicating also with a lot of people, and showing your presence. People are now standing back and starting to recognize you for your strength. And also this is a card about making bold moves, doing things that people didn't expect that you'd have the strength to be able to conquer this. So what's happening with you? You've got the Four of Wands, and this is getting some sort of stability. So you are coming into a place of stability, even though the energy read said that you're feeling very ungrounded. The Four of Wands is about putting down roots, settling down, and this is about communication here, celebration, achievement. It's a delight card. So you've got Venus here in Aries, and this is, getting back your personal power and showing your strength of character as well. You've got the King of Cups over here, so you might be dealing with a water sign person. This could be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy that you're dealing with. But this is also maybe, you might be, this card is getting support from somebody. Or it could actually even be sorting out medical issues, because this is about getting some kind of medical advice. It could be counseling, the King of Cups always deals with like physicians. So if you have any health issues, make sure you're going and getting some kind of medical attention. But it doesn't look too bad because it's sitting next to the Four of Wands. So whatever the issues are, it will actually sort itself out, or it should, sort itself out. This is, getting that support that you need. So if you're getting that support from a water sign person, this person's playing a prominent role, and they might be offering you that stability that you need. So in the past, you've got the Queen of Swords, and this is, in the past year, taking control of that situation and being very determined to get over obstacles and hurdles. You can see there's this ravine over here, this dog jumping this ravine. So you are getting to a point where you're determined to go forward, and you're determined to do, your strength of character has come through, and your determination has come through. This is also spending a lot of time by yourself, but speaking your truth, making sure that people are hearing you now. You're not, keeping your ideas to yourself anymore. Now, whatever you've been doing has worked. You're completely tired, completely worked out, exhausted from what you've been doing. If you are indulging in anything that is, because this is a satiety card, and you've got Jupiter, which is a card which is the sign of overindulgence. In Pisces, it could be some kind of vice that you have. You might be drinking too much, working too much, spending too much. So you need to curb all these thoughts, or curb all these actions in order for you to move forward. If you're overworking, you need to take some rest, and not work to the point where you are completely exhausted. The Knight of Cups is usually a wish fulfillment card, but in this deck, because it's got that you're overdoing something, you need to bring that into focus again, and because you don't want to end up getting ill from overdoing something. So you've got the Queen of Cups over here. You're still a bit obsessed with the past, and maybe you're still a bit depressed about the past, and things are still a bit confusing to you as to what happened. So you're still trying to find yourself. The Queen of Cups can, be that you're going to that feeling of a bit of depression. You're still seeing things as being very cloudy and a bit confused over here, but it's time to break that obsession, maybe break those ideas, trying to move your thoughts into something more positive. So every time you get, and this is definitely true, because you've got the Moon card immediately going to the future. So this is, worrying about things that are not even there. This is, overthinking a situation, overanalyzing it, and is bringing you back down again. So you need to get your mind out of that depression mode and move forward into something more positive. Stop thinking about the past, stop thinking about the things that went wrong, and start looking, with more positivity to the future. Now, you've got the Six of Cups over here, so you are reviewing the past too much, looking back at past relationships too much. You can see this woman looking at this man. The Six of Cups is about obsessing about the past. With Sun in Scorpio over here, this is obsessing too much about the past, living in the past a bit too much, and that's bringing down your emotions, making you feel a bit depressed. So it's time to go get away from it, because if you don't, you've got the Five of Cups over here, and this is just dwelling in the past. You can see this person's feet are tangled in this net, and this ship is moving forward. So if you carry on in this kind of way, it can end up, drowning. You can end up drowning in this kind of emotion. It cannot be good for you. So it's time for you to refocus that energy. And this is Sun in Scorpio, and then you've got Mars in Scorpio. So spending too much of energy thinking about the past, and it's time to move on. It's time to break the cycle, and time to be more positive and stop. It happened, and it is time to move on. Now, you might be waiting for some kind of legal decision, and you feel that once this legal decision comes through, you'll be able to move forward. With the Emperor card, you've got this card of propulsion, and you're also trying to take control back of your life. Maybe the past is coming back to haunt you. There's a boomerang coming over here, and you're worried that it's going to come back or present itself again. You might be worried that that situation might reoccur. the one that you have just come through, and you are still trying to get over it, and so you're worried that, maybe you're afraid that it's going to present itself again. Now you've got the Death card over here, the Ten of Wands and the Two of Cups, and this is really good because you've got the Death card, an end of an old situation, and you've got the Ten of Wands, end of difficulties. So the oppression is now over and transformation is happening. So if you choose to, you can let everything go, leave all the negativity and all the nasty people behind. You've got snakes and sharks here, so those people were really brought you down, really tried to drown you, and move away from it. So follow your star, follow your positive feelings, and transform into something else. You will get achievement. There's a little sunflower over here, so things are going to look up, and you can see leaving behind all those negative snaky people, or people who were sharks and caused a lot of problems, even scorpions. So all that negative energy, leaving everything behind and moving forward, and going forward with hope and optimism here with this transformation card. So it is time to transform. And with the Ten of Wands, it's the end of that old cycle. You can see this person, this Wheel of Fortune is turning here, and those fire sticks, I can't call them rods, they were wands, are falling off. They're on fire, but they're falling off, and you're leaving the drama behind and walking away from the drama. So it's now an end of that old cycle, and it's time to lay it to rest. It looks like you're reaching a stage where there's harmony with the people around you, and you're moving into a better phase, a clearer phase. There's no obstacles in this path, and that ship is moving on. So you might be meeting people that will allow you to have a better take on the situation. It might be a new friend that you're meeting, or going to a situation where there's much more harmony and peace. But you need to lay that to rest. I think every time it's dredged up, it brings in all this upset and depression, and you have to transform. You have to move away from it. If you don't, it can end up having with this Five of Cups, you can see this person's drowning. Because they're caught up in that net, and those negative feelings are like nets that are trapping you. So you need to move forward, and it's going to take a lot of strength of character to be able to do that, but peace and harmony will come in once you let go of the old. So I'm going to just draw some cards from the Animal Tarot. And the first card is the Prince of Summer, which says a deeply emotional situation will sweep you off your feet. Things can move very quickly during such a whirlwind encounters, so stay balanced and make decisions with both your heart and your intellect. So some big offer coming in, some big decision coming in, and it could be a romantic offer coming in, because it's the Prince of Summer or the Prince of Cups. But whatever that emotional or offer is coming in, going to come in very quickly, and you're going to have to make a decision very quickly as well. And this is the release card, so now time to release the past. It's time to release the past and move to something new. The ending is the best step on the way to a happier future. So you are coming out of this phase. This phase is now going to end. You can see the butterfly is coming out from this peacock's feathers. So a brand new cycle starting for you, and you need to embrace it. And the Four of Spring says it's time to kick back, relax, and celebrate all you have. Joy arises from success in your career, the completion of a project, or a happy new home life. So stability is coming in for you, so there's no need for you to be worried. You've got this card, which is the Four of Spring, which is the same as the Four of Wands. So they appear twice. Stability is coming in for you, and there is going to be both cards, they're cards of achievement. So you are going to be able to, whatever you started off is now going to start seeing awards or rewards, and you will be able to prosper and put down roots, and stability will come in for you. And Taurus, Uranus has come back into Taurus, so that's always a good thing. So things will start moving. It's the cycle for the next 7 years, so it's going to bring in a lot of change and give you back the power that you have lost over these years. That is always good news. I'm very, very thrilled about it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that this reading has resonated with you. Take care now. Goodbye.